Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program 1.0. We're going to be doing the career mode. I'm going to be playing for pretty much until I get bored, which with this game I doubt that'll happen anytime soon. So yeah, I just started my career mode. As you see, I give myself $500,000 just to kind of get the ball rolling, you know. It's kind of annoying to have to grind through a bunch of dumb little test flights and all that stuff just to get a couple of money and some science. I didn't start with any science because I want to get the full effect and all that. And right now, because 1.0 came out today, I don't have any mods installed right now. But later on in the future, I definitely will be getting mods. I'm not sure exactly which ones. I had probably close to 50 mods on 9 or 0.90. I don't know if I'm going to get all the ones that I used to have, because probably most of those won't even be coming to 1.0 anytime soon, because they're pretty intensive and all that stuff. But enough of that, let us get ahead and get a launch going. So I usually like to upgrade my mission control and my tracking station, because as you see with the upgraded mission control, you get tracking station upgraded required for flight planning. So that's all your maneuver nodes and all that stuff that is very useful. It's not necessary, but I like to have it because it definitely helps. And patch conics visible in map. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I just know that I need that for maneuver nodes as well, I think. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what that's for. So actually, let's go ahead and take a look at all our Kerbals that we have right now. So you got Jebediah, Bill, and Bob, the three main ones. Then we have Valentina, which is the new female Kerbin. Which I see you got a couple more. Got 3 right here, and then 1 down there. So there's that. I can go ahead and get one more. I already got. Let's go ahead and get another scientist. I like science. In career mode, science is king, because without science you can't unlock any of this stuff. And this thing is hugely changed from 0.90. I haven't really taken a look into it because this is literally the first time I've started up Kerbal Space Program. But I just know that they've kind of really revamped this whole system right here. So once we get some science, we will be diving into that a little bit more. But first, let's go ahead and take some contracts so we can get a little bit extra science. So this is just launch a vessel, escape the atmosphere, gather science data, and orbit. I don't think we'll be able to get into orbit with just the starting, I don't know what you call these items, I guess? What? I don't even have a fuel tank? Yeah, I definitely don't think I'm getting into orbit, I'm sorry to say. But go ahead and strap on a parachute and some science, or mystery goo as it's called. So as you see, I'm hitting C to change the angle snap, so that's no angle snap, and then C, that it gets me to angle snap. Now one of my mods did revamp the whole angle snap and symmetry mode, so it will be a little bit getting used to, or take a little bit of getting used to for me, without that mod that I had. So as you see, this is about all we can do. I don't think I can even stack these, can I? I don't think that works. So we'll just be doing this. I will go ahead, stage that correctly. And so this is the engineer report. This tells you how a little bit more information about your craft. Now it doesn't have Delta V, which is very unfortunate. So definitely the first mod that I'm going to be looking for is Kerbal Engineer, which it's probably already out for 1.0, honestly. So I think I might launch this and then take a look and see if that and any other mods are up and available right now. But anyways, what shall we call this? I'm terrible at making names for my spacecrafts, honestly. Contains boom. The boom. Whoops, that's not where that should be typing. Boomstick 1. Save that file. Let's go launch this puppy. So here we go. I don't even. Oh man, another one of the key mods that I had to have was Science Alert, which was a little module right up here, right where my mouse cursor is, that would have a little science beaker. And anytime that you could do science, it highlighted and you clicked on it, and you could click anywhere to do science. But anyways, all right, almost 4 science right there. Let's go ahead and SAS. Get ready to launch. Be quiet, cat. And since this is a SRB, or a solid rocket booster, I do not need to throttle up. I just hit space, and then I go into space. Wow, this thing is fast. Oh man, you can see all that, the Mach effects. That is awesome. So I think once we get up to our apoaps, we will go ahead and pop our chute. It would be nice to have a little decoupler, because I have a feeling that as soon as I hit the ground, even with a parachute, this might blow up still. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I did get up to almost 7,000 meters, which is not bad at all. Not bad at all for just one little solid rocket booster. So let's go ahead and pop that chute, and you can enjoy the view on the way down. Now, I never really gotten all that big into texture replacing my planets and all that. I think the only real visual thing that I got was clouds. So I had clouds around Kerbin, but other than that, I never really got into like a high texture. Or no, I guess I did have another texture. At night there would be city kind of things where it would just look like there's lights on the ground. But whenever you got closer, they disappeared, of course. So that was kind of neat, but not really a necessity, really. I don't think I'll be really going back into it. To be honest, I never really figured out how to get the texture replacer working all that well for like custom Kerbals and all that. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and IVA here. Can I see anything? Can Jeb see anything? That's the sun. There's the planet, or Kerbin. But I can't really see anything in this Mark 1 pod, which is your typical pod. Now they did add IVAs to, I want to say, every single stock vehicle or command pod in this game now. Like I know the Mark 3 did not have one, really stock. You could get mods for them and all that, but I think now they finally have stock IVAs, which is really nice and definitely a key, not really a key feature, but definitely a nice feature to have. I don't even think you could IVA in those before, but as I said about the mods, I had the mods, and so obviously I could IVA with the mod. But wow, hopefully this pops open. You know, I guess I'm not that far. Okay, so you can. Alright, you can adjust all that stuff, because I don't know if you could in 0.90, because I had Real Shoots, which is a parachute mod that completely overhauled the parachute system. But this is pretty similar to it, where you can adjust the altitude that it fully opens up like that. Yeah, that's pretty nice to see and to have. So now I guess we can go ahead. Oops, yes, I know. Warping sometimes messes you up, especially when you're going down into the ground and it thinks you're going faster than you actually are, and you blow up. So when we're about there, I don't even think I why does X not go all the way back to 0, I wonder? I don't know, but I think I can't IVA or EVA, sorry, not IVA. We can go ahead and do a report and get some extra science. So they did change up the climb and board buttons for whatever reason. Now board is B. Not a big deal, but just something to be aware of. But yes, now let's see. We got 36 science. Not bad at all. Covered all that stuff, and Jebediah got some experience. So let's go ahead and take a look at basic rocketry. So we get the T-30 Reliant liquid fuel booster, the Hammer solid rocket booster, and the FL-T-100 fuel tank. So that's obviously you're going to want. In engineering, so we got the Mark 1 cockpit, science. Okay, that's kind of neat how it shows you exactly if you can reset it or not. That is really nice, actually. So we got the Science Junior, Communotron 16, and the stack decoupler. So all huge things. So we can get one more node here. So we can get a bigger engine, bigger or a solid rocket booster, and a bigger fuel tank. Some winglets or heat shields. Now I'm gonna go with this. Okay, so those. Right, I didn't even see that these were kind of at an angle, and so this was only 11, or no, I don't think it was 11, but it was less than 18 and definitely less than 20. So it's kind of nice how you can automatically look and see which one's going to be more expensive just by the way it's lined up. So I'll just go ahead, check. Nope, no new ones. We can go ahead and get rid of all of that because it's just notification that is unnecessary. So let us go ahead and refine our rocket. So obviously we're going to want a heat shield on this puppy. Nice. So we got that, and we can go ahead and add a stack decoupler. So whenever, or if we do go into space and then come back down, we will be protected now. No, okay, I was gonna say, on Deadly Re-Entry, this Mark 1 pod also had some ablative, ablative shielding, so you didn't necessarily need. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know exactly where I left off because I clicked out of the window and it made Fraps crash, so the recording stopped. But anyways, yes, we are back. So we got a service bay. So these you can put science in, or not science in, but you can put things that do science in here. Not one of those, but I could put my mystery go in there, and so now it's protected if we go out into outer space or go too fast or anything like that, where it would be vulnerable to the temperature. Now it is protected. So that is pretty cool. Let us go ahead and slap another decoupler there. Actually, you know what? No. I'm just thinking. I think that is how I want it, right there. So I'll be able to save all this. I might need some more parachutes as well. Wow, those are huge parachutes. Well, there'll be backup parachutes in case I need them. I might not, but I have them if I do. So, actually, center of mass. That's very top heavy. That's really top heavy, actually. I'm just thinking that if I do start re-entering the atmosphere, I think I'm gonna flip over. How do I want to do this? I don't know if I really can do this right now, honestly. I guess I could cut or pull these chutes, use them almost like drogue chutes to slow myself down in the atmosphere. At least enough to kind of orientate myself the correct way. But anyways, I don't think I'm going to use that. So let's slap on some fuel. I think I'll do one more. Slap on the Reliant. And I think we're going to go ahead and get a solid rocket booster on here as well, with the hammer. So as you see, we will fire that. That'll cut. And then we will jettison that and fire that rocket. Then we will jettison those fuel tanks and that booster, or that engine. then we should be coming back down safe and sound. This will be Boomstick 2. Very original, I know. So let's go ahead and launch this and see how it goes. Now with the solid rocket booster and the new atmospheric model, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. So of course we're going to F5 just and safe because Jebediah is the Kerbal for us all. So 3, 2, 1, ignition. So alright, that's actually nice and slow, not too bad at all. Go ahead and do our not gravity turn, our roll program, just to get myself straightened out for the way I like to go into space. So there you have our solid rocket booster going back down to below, up, down there. Oh man, this, oh no! Alright, so yeah, this atmospheric model, it's definitely different, that's for sure. Oh crap, I'm upside down. Jeb? I don't think this is how we're supposed to fly. I think we're supposed to go up. No! Oh man, this is so hard. Come on. Oh, come on, dude. This atmosphere. Wow, okay, this is really gonna take some learning. Oh man, oh no. You know, I think I'm just gonna do solid rocket boosters, cause yeah, oh, I gotta cut. There we go, yeah, I was going. Wow, yeah, this is really gonna take some getting used to, honestly. I did play with FAR for a bit. Definitely much different than FAR. It's easy to say right away. Okay, I can go ahead and do that though, right? Open, observe, boom, boom. I forgot that I already had one of these on here. Let's see if I can get any more science. Oh, I can get more science. Nice. So, what did we learn from this launch? Well, it's harder to go up than I thought, and I really need to rethink how I do everything in this game now. Let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why X does not stop time warp anymore. I don't know, it used to in 0.90, I believe. Maybe it was a mod I had, but I doubt that would be from a mod that would control time warp and all that. I could be wrong though. Sorry about my cat. She is being annoying, as usual. But yeah, so we're almost back to the surface now. That launch was not for nothing, as we've got probably another 30 to 40 science, honestly. Because I think the materials bay got me 29 science, and then I had the 2 mystery goo. Can I crew report? Yes, I can for another 2. And so, alright, so yeah, we got another 37 science. Not bad for a failed launch. Jebediah did not get any experience, but that is alright. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get stability for these winglets to kind of hopefully help with the flipping and whatnot. And I can get the general rocketry for the swivel, the T45 swivel. So yeah, let's. Still none there. Okay. So, what can we do here? So the center of mass, center of thrust. So without that, it's not really that top heavy though, honestly. I think that's pretty much right in the middle. I don't know why that didn't work. Let's go ahead and try with the T45 and see how that affects everything. Go ahead and slap another, or actually, how big are these? That's actually a think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna slap these on the side. So I'm hitting X to get the symmetry button. So we'll slap that there. We'll go ahead, grab the back thumpers, slap those on, and I'll hit 2 to get the offset tool and shift, slide that down so it's nice and flat base for me to be on the launch pad with. And since I already have one of those, I do not need that. Sorry about that. Clicked out of the screen once again. So let's try that once again. So I got that, got those. Let's go ahead and slap 3 winglets on here, like that. Hopefully they don't hit those boosters. But let's go ahead and call this Boomstick 3. I already saved it as that. How are these nose cones? We'll go ahead and slap those on. I don't know how much of an impact those actually make for the... I don't know if it actually matters having nose cones on. I imagine that it would, but I could be wrong about that. What? Electric charge required, but not generated. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that also tells you... Okay. Interesting. So that tells you if anything is wrong or still need to be required or anything like that. So that's nice. Launchpad cannot support vessels heavier than 18 tons. I am 18.9 tons. So let us go upgrade the launchpad. Got plenty of money. So now we can click here, go Boomstick 3, pilot Jebediah, and launch. So now I believe I have, you know, I'm gonna fire that rocket right on takeoff. But I'm probably gonna throttle it down pretty low. I don't think I'm going to need it because I'm pretty sure these are gonna give me plenty of thrust to weight. So I'm actually going to start all the way at 0, but I'm going to ignite that engine anyways. So yes, SAS is engaged. And we are ready to lift off in T-minus 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, we have plenty of thrust weight right now. Actually, I have probably too much thrust weight with both of those. But either way, we're gonna let us take it off, and we are going Mach 1, and we have a little bit of shake, but that is nominal shake. As you see, Jebediah is having a good old time. Wow, we're going Mach 2 right now. So we have booster flameouts, booster separation, main engine throttle up, and we will do our roll program. Now I'm really afraid of doing my gravity turn right now, honestly. I'm already 20,000 meters, so we'll just take it nice and slow, right? Nice and slow. That gimbal is actually really nice. So obviously we're gonna go for about a 45-degree angle, because 45 degrees is always your optimal angle for distance traveled. So there we go. We might actually make it into orbit, honestly. We can actually cut our engines, go ahead and add our maneuver node. I don't know if I have enough Delta V to continue onward into orbit because I went so high to start with. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I definitely don't have 17,000 or 1,700 Delta V. That is a 100%. But we will get far enough and high enough to where we need. Actually, I think I'm just gonna start burning as soon as I get to 77,000, because that would be a solid orbit. For me, at least. Could go ahead and do my science reports right now. Get all the science from being out into the atmosphere. So yes, there we have main engine cut off. So now we're just floating in space. Let's take a look. Yeah, we didn't get into orbit. We didn't even really get close to orbit. But, you know, we made it, or we escaped the atmosphere, so there's that. I think I'm going to go ahead and decouple, flip it around to get the heat shield on the right direction for our re-entry it's not a re-entry program. But yes, as you see, we have everything here. We can review our reports. I'll go ahead and transmit this data. I don't think I should have any problems on the way down or anything like that. I'll keep a hold of these because I won't get as much science if I transmit them. And actually, I cannot EVA because I don't have the astronauts complex upgraded. And I don't think I'm going to just waste my money on that right now. Actually, I have 1,000,000, whatever the currency on Kerbal is, so I actually will go ahead and go back to the Space Center, go to the astronaut complex really quickly. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Upgrade, because as you see, Kerbals can now perform EVAs, and they can also plant flags. So now we can go to our tracking station, or tracking center, or no, it is station, never mind. We can go here, click on that, and get right back to Jeb. And before we come down, because yes, we are still going up, we can go ahead and EVA. Boom. Look at that. Woo. Got Jebediah floating around, flying around, enjoying life. So there we got our booster back there. And he is enjoying 1.0 just as much as the rest of us. I love this game. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get carried away just looking at this game, honestly. I love it though. I really do. I started playing this game really early on in its development cycle, like before they had any of the planets. I think they had the moon. I'm not sure. To be honest, I didn't really play it back then. I only really started heavily playing this game this last year, really. Back in December is when I really started to play this game hard. But I'm digging it so far. So let's take a look. We are on our way back down. Let's go ahead and speed up until we get some re-entry heat effects going on. Now it'll be interesting to see if the trajectory does change. I was gonna say, because before I was at my Apple apps, I was projected to land over here, and now it's telling me that I'm gonna land before this little peninsula. So let's take a look. So we are back into the atmosphere. We're at the upper atmosphere right now. Soon we should be getting into the thicker part, and hopefully seeing some atmospheric effects, or re-entry effects, because we are going pretty fast, to be honest. I think I'm going to pull these chutes around 10,000 meters. So yes, there we go. There is... Oh, that is awesome. Just listen to that. Oh, that is awesome. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, let's pull that. Oh, there we go. Oh man, that was... I told you that was going to happen. I just knew that I was going to be top heavy and I was going to flip. But that's why I put those chutes on the side. So, now we are just going down slow. I don't even think I would need to pop that one, honestly. That middle chute. I think both of those on the side. I probably don't even need both of those. Probably one of those will be fine. But it's always good to have backups. So, we are watching ourselves go way back down. We got Kerbal Space Center is over that way, I believe. Just beyond the horizon. Yep, just beyond the horizon it is. But we shall have somebody come and recover Jeb soon enough. He shall not be stranded long. I don't think he should have any Gus Grissom problems where he loses his capsule or anything like that. I think he should be right. And it's interesting. I only lost 9 points of my ablator. Now I don't know exactly how that'll change with how fast you're going. I guess it doesn't really have to do with how fast you're going. I think it would more have to do with how long you're in that range where you're. I guess that is how fast you're going then. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that gets affected with further launches and longer flights. So it'll be interesting to see, that is for sure. So there we have it. Back into the Kerbal Sea. Let's go ahead and recover Jebediah and see what all he's learned. Which I'm guessing is quite a lot. Alright, sorry about that. Whenever I hit recover, the game crashed. Not for apps this time. So, we still have to recover Jeb. So there he is, splashed down. There he is, splashed down. So let us go ahead and recover. So, we got 66 science. That is really good. Where did we get that much from? From the material study. Okay. Nice. Funds from that, and no experience. That's interesting how he didn't get any experience, even though he made it into outer space. Not a big deal. But yes, let us go ahead. We can clear these. We got money, 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 money. A little bit of science, more money. It's actually quite a bit of money, honestly. Let's go ahead and take. Okay. So we can EVA reports and crew report in flight. So go ahead and take that. I don't know if I'll be able to. We can definitely do that because we did that in our last flight. Test the Flea solid rocket booster at the launch site. Why not, right? It's more money and more science. T-38K decoupler at the launch site. Why not, right? Test the Bracco Max decoupler. I don't really want to accept that, as that'll leave space junk. You know what? No, I will, and then I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do with that. But anyways, we have 93 science we can spend. So let's take a look. Should we get the 909 Terrier, Thud, and a fuel tank? Struts are huge, so we might go with struts. This is gonna make it easier to go do that one, so I think I'm gonna take that. Another winglet inline. Oh, that looks really strange, or not really strange, but looks a lot different than the Mark 1 inline cockpit did in the previous versions. It's a battery. I think I'm gonna take the thermometer because that will get me more science in the long run. So we'll go ahead and take that. And I think I'm going to call episode 1 here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed Kerbal Space Program 1.0 as much as I have. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are playing this game as well. And let me know if you want to see more of it. But as for now, I will see you guys next time.